Because it's FIRP, F.I.R.P. It's the best podcast because it stars you and me. Because it's FIRP, recorded on Wednesdays. It's a free podcast, which means you don't have to pay. Because it's FIRP.
Yo, dogs!
Welcome back to FIRP.
Yeah.
FIRP, of course, stands for Females Indeed Are People.
Yep. Amen, brother. We have a special guest this week. His name is Porker.
Say hi, Porker.
What's up?
This is Porker. He's 6'5".
I am Parker. Hi, nice to meet you.
His name's Porker.
But
His name, yeah, okay. So, we have some very special things planned for this episode.
Yeah, Parker is going to come out as as
a child of God. What can I say?
This is already so high energy.
Yeah. I just had an energy drink and a bunch of sugar, and I'm still taking medication.
So you're still.
So, Peyton, do you have any more drug stories?
Just that I've been high the past couple days.
So you're still on that drug hiatus, huh?
Oh yeah, hiatus.
There we go.
I can make a joke, but I'm gonna keep it to myself.
Okay.
Okay, on that note.
Are we clipping it at all?
I don't think
not.
so. Maybe.
It looks like it's pretty high.
It's probably-
but it's okay.
Yeah,
We're good. We're good right now. Hopefully, my computer doesn't destroy the freaking recording.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That'd be very bad. If it does, I might just go and record this in Audacity so that we don't have to freaking deal with
Audacity
this.
sucks.
Anyway,
we started. Well, I started in Audacity.
you started in
You
Audacity.
started in that
Peyton.
weird wave.
I started in.
No, on your old laptop.
Audio Director 7.
It was so funny.
It was so bad.
What did copyright, man?
Are you on TikTok right now, Porker?
What is wrong with you?
You're recording a podcast with us and you're on TikTok.
He's like, I'm on TikTok. Oh!
I got a notification, my bad.
On TikTok? I don't even own the app.
Somebody liked my TikTok, okay? I am borderline.
Both of you guys have TikTok.
I am borderline
I refrain
semi-famous.
from it. I'm abstinent.
Yeah, you
I'm
practiced
keeping my
something?
abstinence.
I don't think that's the right word, Peyton. But
I mean,
you know what?
technically,
Okay.
he's abstaining from downloading
I'm
TikTok.
abstaining in it. It's.
Okay,
He's not
so
partaking.
this is
I'm
already
not gonna partake in the TikTok.
this is already a very loud and energetic episode.
That's okay.
So let's keep the energy going by.
Well, we can segue into our pre-written down segment. Welcome to these guys' top 10 albums currently, because they are constantly changing.
Yeah. So Peyton, why don't you start? Actually,
All
Tell us
right.
a little bit about your
First,
stuff.
I'm gonna give you my honorable mentions because it's only 10, so I could only fit 10 because that's how numbers work.
Mm-hmm.
My first honorable mention.
Oh wait,
is-
we should mention the rules first.
Okay,
yeah.
so you go ahead and explain. this.
The rules are you cannot have repeat artists, so you can't have Regional at Best and Vessels by 21 Pilots on your top 10 albums
It's
list.
just called Vessel. I'm gonna correct you before
frick.
some diehard fan corrects you.
Yeah, so no repeats, no best of albums because that's kind of cheating, and no musicals,
Yeah, no soundtracks.
no soundtracks.
Oh, wait.
So
I have a soundtrack in my top 10. I forgot about that. I gotta
you know
change
what?
Well, then put
Yeah.
a best of in there, and okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, hold on, my mom just texted me. Give me a second.
Hi, Mom.
come on, Peyton,
Hi,
get
Mom,
off
I
of
love you.
TikTok.
You want to watch Jumanji with us? What time?
You know which one? The
The
original?
new one, I think.
Two?
The newest one.
The
yeah.
next level.
Yeah.
Oh,
Is it
that's
good?
a good one. That's a good
I
one.
haven't seen it yet.
Okay, I want to know if you guys are gonna get this quote. I'm taking this to the next level.
I think I recognize it.
I don't recognize that.
Spy Kids 3.
Oh my
Kids
gosh!
3.
Yes, I love that.
Are you the
movie.
guy?
Sylvester Stallone.
Are you the guy?
He's not the guy. He's like
No, I'm the guy.
It's Frodo.
I'm the guy. Are you the guy? I'm the guy. So
Shout out to any kids out there who actually know what the crap we're talking about because
Yeah.
Spy Kids
I
was
grew
my
up on that
childhood.
stuff, yeah,
Yes.
I
Oh
grew up
yeah.
on Spy
Oh
Kids.
yeah. Oh yeah.
I was extremely disappointed when the fourth one came out.
It was like
Yeah.
the fourth.
So
it's like in
mad.
4D, right?
I
Spy
watched-
Kids in
It was
4D.
disgusting.
I watched part of that and I could not finish it.
Although it does have what's his face who was in Community. He played Jeff. I keep forgetting his name.
I don't know. I've never seen Community.
Shout out to my Community people. Anyway, on to the albums.
From the two people that listen to this,
Shut
one
up,
of them being
Jared.
on the
One
podcast.
of them being on the podcast. So, my first honorable mention is Ordinary Man by Ozzy Osbourne. This album came out a little over a week ago, but quickly it climbed into my heart because it was so good. Post
I thought you were going to say climb into the charts.
But it climbed into the charts.
Do you have
climbed
Big Bums of Bentley
into
from
my
that?
heart.
No, I don't.
No?
Post
Okay.
Malone appears twice on this album, back to back, which Ozzy Osbourne and Post Malone together is a great mix. Like, honestly,
Really?
they,
Wow,
they go
expect that.
so well together.
Speaking on Post Malone, there's been a lot of controversy over him recently. Just
Really?
because, it's gonna sound stupid, but on like social media, like TikTok and Instagram, people have been concerned about his health. Like his thinking
Because
that
he
he's
drinks a ton of Bud Light and
Yeah.
smokes a ton of weed.
yeah,
Oh,
but
yeah.
they've been thinking that like he's like has like a crazy addiction, and he came out recently about it and said that he's fine. So that's a good sign because we don't need to lose like another rising
He's
artist.
so
We
great.
don't.
He's a fantastic singer.
Exactly.
He did a cover of a Bob Dylan song, "Don't Think Twice, It's Alright."
Yeah.
Before he was famous, it was like kind of what boosted him into fame,
Mm-hmm.
and I was so impressed. I'm like, that sounds really good.
Yeah.
I love Post Malone. I'm not a huge hip hop rap fan, but Post
I
Malone is
like
special.
Post Malone by extension of liking Cody Ko and Noel Miller.
Yes, dude, or H3 because H3 and Austin are really close.
Yeah. Post is really close with Cody and Noel,
Yeah.
which is great.
I love that guy. He's so close to everybody. Like
Yeah.
every YouTuber, he's like, yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
He's just such a nice
And he's
guy.
he's
They went
such
to-
just
they
a
went to
genuine
England
nice
together.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's from Texas. Although I think
Shout out to all the Texans
although
out
he's
there.
from
All of
Houston,
us here
right?
are.
Yes.
Well, he's from Louisiana originally,
Well,
but
but
we're
I
from
like
Texas.
I just
You
say I'm
grew
from
up-
Texas
yeah.
because I spent majority of my childhood
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
So anyway, back to the topic.
Honorable mentions.
Ordinary Man by Ozzy Osbourne. It's a great album, and it features Elton John on the title
Okay.
track.
Does it really?
It does. Ordinary Man featuring Elton John is a fantastic song, and it brings me to tears almost every time. It opens with a song called Straight to Hell, and that was like the first song I heard from Ozzy Osbourne in a long time. My brother's like, yeah, Ozzy Osbourne released a new song. I'm like, he still makes music?
No
He
way.
showed it to me. I'm like, that's crazy. And then Under the Graveyard, it's just, you guys gotta go listen to it. It's a great album. Next on my honorable mentions is, I'm trying to remember because I'm just going through. Oh yes, Led Zeppelin 4. Technically, it's not called Led Zeppelin 4.
That was gonna
It's
be on my list.
untitled.
That was gonna be on my
It is
list.
a fantastic album. I own it on vinyl because I was like, I need to get this album on
And
vinyl.
he
And
also just owns vinyls as a
I
thing.
do. I'm trying to collect as many as I can, just random vinyls, my favorite songs, favorite albums. But Led Zeppelin 4 is an 8-track album. 8 is like the perfect length. 8 to 10, those are my two favorite track like lengths. Because when you get to 8, it's like the minimum an album could be. When you get to 10, I'm like, that's the perfect number. Like, you can do more. I just prefer a 10-track album.
Which is why we're not releasing, like a 20-track album.
Oh
we're
my gosh.
splitting it
Or
up.
Residents, 106.
Yeah.
I mean,
Shout out the Residents.
Shout out to the Residents. Love you guys. You guys are great.
sometimes it just gets too extra when albums are like an hour and a half, 2 hours long.
Yeah. Although when I was on the train ride going to Budapest, it was a 6-hour train ride.
Yeah.
I listened to 6 albums when I got there because they were each like an hour long. I'm like,
Right.
my theory worked. I was like, if I listen to 6 albums, the time is gone, and it worked.
Yeah.
It was beautiful.
Like Lil
Hey.
Uzi just released a new album yesterday. It's like 18 songs. I think it's like an hour and a half.
18's a little much.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're
But
pushing it
it's-
at 14 is when I'm like, nah.
I think it's 16 with 2 bonus tracks. So
Ours,
It's
our
actually
first
pretty
one
good.
was 13, which because a lot of stuff got added last minute, but it was a good number. But then this time I'm like, I don't want to do as many. I want
Yeah.
to kind
Yeah.
of pull it back a little bit.
Yeah.
So
So
we're
we're doing
splitting
2
it up.
discs.
Yeah. But Led Zeppelin 4 opens up with Black Dog, which is like one of the craziest time signature wise because it's in 4/4. I'm pretty sure. But the way John Bonham plays the drums in the big part, it doesn't make any sense to what the guitar is playing. And the guitar goes off time for a little bit, and then it picks back up on time. It's nuts. It's got Stairway to Heaven on it, which is like basically considered the greatest song ever written, which I don't know if I agree with, but is one of the greatest songs ever written.
It's also extremely overplayed, and a lot of guitar players
This
hate
is
it.
true. This is
Very
true, but it's
true.
a fantastic song. And then it's got When the Levee Breaks, which is like my favorite
When
Led
the
Zeppelin
Levee
song.
Breaks is
That's a
so
beautiful
good.
song. All right, I need to speed this up a
good.
little bit. Third honorable mention and final honorable mention is Feral Roots by Rival Sons. This album was up for Best Rock Album at the Grammys, and I got so mad when it didn't win because it was like, this is an actual
year,
rock.
this
Yeah,
year.
this year, 2020. I was so mad because this is an actual rock album. Every song on here, I'm like, this is a good song. especially Imperial Joy, Stood By Me, and Look Away. Those are my favorites. It's actual rock. Now, on to the actual list. I'm going to speed through the list a little bit. Let me open up my documents, because I didn't put it in my notes.
Come on, man. We're
Number
waiting.
10. Number 10. This is kind of controversial because of the band. Number 10 is Take Off Your Pants and Jacket by Blink-182.
That's a good...
That album,
That's a good album.
because I listened to this album when I was in 7th and 8th grade. This was my soundtrack, was Blink-182. And so when I listened to it, I know I'm not old, but I feel so young listening to it, like maturity-wise and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like an edgy teen album.
because it's what I listened to when I was younger, and I'm like, oh, this takes me back to the good old days.
In the car, I just can't wait.
That's not on this album.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's Enema of the State. No, wait. Enema of the
is.
State has all the small things. That's right. You're right.
It is.
You're right.
All the
He got me
small
wrong.
things.
Number 9 is a more recent album called A Brief Inquiry into Online Relationships by the 1975. This album is really experimental, and one of the songs puts me to sleep every time. How to Draw. That one put me to sleep, and I'm like, this is...
Did you learn how to draw?
No, I can't draw worth a crap. But it's got some great music on there, including one of my top 5 favorite songs, which is Be My Mistake. It's just such a beautiful song. I told you my favorite lyric. I won't say it on the podcast, but I told you my favorite lyric in that song.
Yeah.
It's not appropriate, but it's so genius. I'm like, it makes sense. Next, so my list has a ton of variety on it. Like, the first album was a punk album. Second one is a poppy, rockish album.
Just wait till you hear my list.
Number 8 on this list is Slipknot by Slipknot. Their first album is self-titled.
Wait. What's their name again? Not Slip?
Not Slipknot. Their first
Sit
album.
not?
Oh gosh.
Like, don't sit? Like,
Sit not, fair one.
aha. Like,
Never mind. You know what? I'm not gonna keep this joke going. This album is so beautiful because it's the first time they really found their sound, because they had done demos and stuff, but their singer Corey wasn't with them yet. And then they did this album, and it was so good. There's a lot of songs on here that I'm just like, that's the way Slipknot was, and they still kind of showed up today.
dude. That's gonna be.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
The next one, number 7, is Avenged Sevenfold by Avenged Sevenfold.
Wow.
I have 2 self-titled albums back to back. Avenged Sevenfold by Avenged Sevenfold is one of the greatest albums I've ever heard. It has one of my top 5 favorite songs, which is A Little Piece of Heaven. I played it for you earlier. An 8-minute
so
rhapsody
fricked.
almost. It's so whack.
so
It's metal, but it's not, and
fricked.
it's crazy. It was supposed to be on their Halloween EP, but then their record was like, no, put that on the album. That's too good. And so they
Don't
put it
hit
on
the
album.
table. You're hitting
I'm
the
gesturing.
table.
I'm just tapping the table. Next
Also,
one.
I apologize if you can't hear some of us as well, because we're recording on a
One
single
mic.
mic.
We have one mic because I
Single
was too
mic.
lazy to bring mine.
Yeah.
Number
bomb.
6, we have Trench by 21 Pilots.
Ooh,
I
that's a
would
good
have put
album.
Vessel on here, but I went back and listened to Trench more recently, and I'm like, these songs are just so insane. Because the quality is better, the lyric writing is better.
Definitely.
And it's less electronic, I want to say. It's more acoustic, and if it's electronic, it's experimental.
It's more like atmospheric.
It's
I'd say.
alternative more, and I'm like, this is just so good.
Yeah.
Like, when Jumpsuit and Nico and the Niners came out, I was at a bowling alley, and I ran to the nearest Wi-Fi place, and I listened to it, and I'm like, this is what I've been waiting for. Because they hadn't released the song
really
in
good.
2 years when that single came out.
Yeah.
And so I was waiting for so long.
Also, come on, 21 Pilots, we're waiting for the next
I know, it's
album.
2020. It's almost been 2 years since Trench. That's crazy. Next up, number 5 is Glory Sound Prep by John Bellion. This one I got to see live, and it was nuts.
Well, you got to see Trench live as well.
Yeah, I also got to see Trench live. Those are the only
was
2
good.
so
That was
far
good.
that I've seen live.
No,
But-
no.
Well, no, but I mean, so far on the list.
So far. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, there's other ones I've seen live. But, Glory Sound Prep is a 10-track album, and it's just something about it. I don't know what it is, but it's the songwriting, the lyrics, because in his previous album, it was really poppy, and then he came out with this album, it was more experimental, and somehow it was better. Are you unbuttoning your shirt?
Not at all.
Not at all! Well,
All
wish
right,
people
Peyton,
could see
come on,
this.
wrap it up.
Number 4, In Rainbows by Radiohead. It's kind of controversial because people are like, it's not their best, it's overrated. I think
good.
it's just fantastic because it was like a comeback record for them. I'm going to leave it at that. You guys go listen to them. Number 3 is
Yeah,
American
listen to
Idiot.
all of these
Listen
albums.
to all these recommendations. Number 3, American Idiot by Green Day. That album is the
So
greatest
good.
rock opera I've ever heard. It makes so much sense, and it was also their comeback album because Warning bombed. I love Warning, but it bombed like statistically and stuff.
It bombed.
And so American Idiot came out, and people were like, this is great. And so it's one of the best albums they've done. Number 2 is Torches by Foster the People. This one,
I still need to listen to that.
it
What am I
is
doing?
so. I own it on vinyl too. It is so good. I own American Idiot on vinyl as well. It's got Pumped Up Kicks on it, which is their most popular song. But I was watching a video of like how they wrote Pumped Up Kicks, and they were playing songs from Torches. I'm like, I gotta go listen to this album, and I did. I'm like, this is so great because he's got a great voice, and just the opening track is really good. I don't know, just listen to the album and see if you can figure out why I like it. And then now number 1, this is fitting because I'm wearing the T-shirt.
Yeah, you're wearing
I was at the concert, and I bought a T-shirt, and the album is Now Not Yet by Half Alive. They used to be underground. When I first discovered them, they were underground. And then Still Feel came out, and they kind of blew up, and people actually recognized my shirt, and I'm like, great, I wish I liked the band that was underground. But I'm glad that they've seen success.
It's so good, though.
The opening track took me by surprise, because it starts off with this massive rock, and then turns into this alternative pop, weird, I don't even know what.
Like ASMR type.
Yeah, ASMR music. We'll
ASMR
play it
type
for you
beat.
sometime.
Is it really?
Yeah, pretty much. It's just his
Kind of,
voice,
okay.
pretty much.
It sounds kind of like it.
It's crazy. It's so good.
My man.
My boy.
My boy.
There's only one song in here I don't like, and that's Ice Cold, but it's the choruses I don't like. The verses I really do like because they're really like diminished and stuff. And that is my top 10. I hope that didn't take too long, but it did. So next up is Porker.
Porker, give us your top 10.
All right, so I'm gonna start with my honorable mentions, and of
course.
course, the first honorable mention is "Badges" by Downtown Park.
All right.
Oh my god.
Shout out to the boys.
We did not plug this, by the way.
No,
This
shout out
is-
to the boys. I've been listening to a lot of Badges recently. Rabbits in the Woods hits
Good
deep.
song.
And it's a good song.
That noose.
Okay, a little
That's-
bit of background on Rabbits in the Woods. Actually, I wrote that for a school project.
And we're like, let's put it on the album.
It's a school project, so if you listen to the song closely, it kind of sounds familiar to a story you might know. It's "For Whom the Bell Tolls" by shoot.
Metallica.
No.
Metallica.
Oh my gosh, I
Here,
forgot it
let me
already.
look
Yeah, someone Google it. Here, you continue while he.
It's the
Googles
book "For Whom the Bell Tolls." Ernest
Rob-
Hemingway.
It.
Ernest Hemingway.
That's who it is.
Forget his name.
I don't
Come
know.
on.
I don't know.
Come on.
I knew it started with an E. "For Whom the Bell Tolls" by Ernest Hemingway, and we were supposed to do a project on that. So I wrote "Rabbits in the Woods." So if you listen to the lyrics again, you might recognize the
It's great.
the
It's a
stuff
great
there.
song. Great
It's
story.
a great song. It's
Yeah.
kind of like music for when you're in your feels. That's how I feel like.
And the key changes in there are crazy. Like they're unnoticeable, and I'm like, it works so well.
Yeah.
Okay, my second honorable mention is.
Little Man on the Moon by Downtown Park.
No.
It's all Downtown Park.
No. It's because I couldn't have like a best of on my list. It's the best of Bob Marley. I love it. Specifically, Buffalo Soldier. That song, it brings back like childhood memories of listening to it with a lot of people.
Jeez, mate.
Yeah, I love that one. And then this one just like came on right before we started. Night Visions by Imagine Dragons. Because I spam listened to that for like 3 years. I listened to that
I
straight
love
up.
original Imagine Dragons.
Yes.
Now
Yeah.
it's just repetitive.
Now it's
Yeah.
just
Sorry, I have respect for you, Imagine Dragons. Just change up your sound a little bit.
Yeah, just a
come
little
on.
bit.
Come on, man. Come on.
Okay, so now getting into the
on,
list
come
in
on.
no specific order at all. I didn't order it out like Peyton did. So first up, we have "Bad" by Michael Jackson.
Oh,
I am a
Good
huge
album.
Michael Jackson fan.
that's a great
And
album.
"Man in the Mirror," "Bad," those songs straight up, they slap. I love it so much. And it's just classic Michael Jackson before he went off a little bit, and you know his sound kind of got a little too different for me.
Yeah. Dude, I have a friend who was alive back when Thriller came out. She was like a teenager.
Yeah.
She bought an original Thriller record and she still has it.
That's
she probably
amazing.
bought that for like $2 or $5 at the time. It's now worth over $50.
Yeah.
So the value's gone up in a ton.
Oh yeah. So my next one is "The Final Countdown" by Europe. Not just because of the Final Countdown. Yes,
Great
it's a good
song.
song. Yes, it's overplayed. But I,
Amen.
but I really like the song "Carrie" and "Rock the Night." Okay, those "Carrie" is just a very like soft, slow, powerful song. It reminds me of my mom. Her name is Carrie. I love it so much.
Aw.
Oh,
Yeah.
My aunt's name is Carrie.
Wait,
Aw.
hey, cousin?
What?
What? What?
Oh,
you're so slow. Oh my
I was
god,
like,
you're so slow.
What?
Yeah, there's a lot of good songs on the Final Countdown. I like it a lot. And then continuing on like the track of old songs, I have Ride the Lightning by Metallica. I know that's I know it's super basic, but it was the first Metallica track that I ever listened to all the way with my dad.
That's when they say they sold out. It was like around the Black Album.
Oh, yeah.
Ride the Lightning.
The
that was
Black
when Cliff
Album.
was still alive.
Yeah. See, me and my dad were driving all the way to Florida, and he turned this on like halfway through the trip, and we just listened to it,
good.
and I was like, "Dang, this is amazing." That's what really put me on to like '80s music.
Dude, the intro to For Whom the Bell Tolls is bass. It's not the guitar. He's playing that on bass. It's nuts.
Yeah, Metallica. I love Metallica. My favorite. It's not on this album, but my favorite Metallica song is One Live.
Yes, with S&M.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh,
So
that one
good.
is insane.
It sounds beautiful.
Those songs are good. Those songs are really good.
So this one's a little bit of a curveball. Straight Out of Linewood by Weird Al. There's a reason for this. When I was a child, my grandfather and my grandfather's best friend introduced me to Weird Al, and this is the album that I've listened to the most times. I know every word to every song on the album. It is my favorite album. I love it so much.
Weird Al, I got respect for. I don't like parodies, but I got respect for Weird Al.
Yeah. You said you had American Idiot on your list. Weird Al has Canadian Idiot on this album. It's really funny.
Canadian Idiot.
Yes, because it's a great album. So next, switching it up a little bit, it's Therapy Session by NF. I love NF, but this one has like a couple really good songs on it, like Oh Lord and Real. The lyrics in it are very questioning, and it's like really good. Like once you listen to it and you think about the questions that he's asking, like in the lyrics, it really makes you think. So it's like just listening to it and like taking what he says and thinking about it. It's kind of powerful. I like it a lot. So this is a really kind of stereotypical album, Toto 4 by Toto.
I love Toto.
Africa, Rosanna.
Dude, Rosanna, that
Rosanna's
song
really
is
good.
fantastic.
I love that song. It's a song that I listen to in the shower.
Dude, we all have that one shower song.
Too much information, but okay.
My shower song is In Between Days by The Cure.
Yeah.
That's my shower song.
Because like you can just jam out to it so much. Here's one. He's not really well known. He got well known after he got on America's Got Talent and got the gold buzzer and stuff. But I've listened to him since like 2016. It's Lemonade for Sale by Joseph Allen. It is a great song. It is a great album. My favorite song is called Fear No Man. It's a mix between like singing and rap. He goes back and forth, and I think that the lyrics are really powerful. Just it talks about life and how you should just like stand up for yourself and just take it as it is. It's really good. I highly recommend it.
I have to listen to it.
Here's one that I forgot that I couldn't put this on here, but it's the Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack.
Okay,
okay.
that's different. That soundtrack is so good.
I will make an exception
I make an exception for that
I'll
one
make
soundtrack.
an exception
Listen,
for
that one
It
soundtrack.
is so good.
That-
Not Scared of the
oh my
Dark
gosh.
is an amazing song. I
Home-
love that song.
Home by Vince Staples. That was
Yes.
the first one I heard. I'm like, that is one of the greatest songs.
Sunflowers. It got overplayed.
It got overplayed, but when it came out,
It
I
was
was like,
amazing.
oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I don't
What's Up-
like Sway Lee, but that
What's
that
Up
song
Danger
good.
is really good.
What's Up Danger is good.
I just think it's an all-around great album. It's one of the best like movie albums that I have heard, and hopefully Into the Spider-Verse 2 can follow up
It's
greatly
probably
with that.
like the best Spider-Man movie ever made.
Oh yeah.
That one and Spider-Man 2 from the originals.
Yes,
That
that's
one
a
is
good
actually
movie.
good.
I like
The
that
first
one.
one is good, the second one is good, the third one is just fun to watch.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Rest in peace, Tobey Maguire. Dude,
What?
I miss you.
He's
He's not dead.
But his Spider-Man is dead. I miss him.
Yeah. All his acting career's not dead.
I
He's
really
doing
liked
Gatsby.
I
That
really
was a
liked
long time
Into the
ago.
Spider-Verse though.
Yeah,
That was a
it's
great
just-
movie. I was super impressed with it.
The animation is
So
When the
top
trailer
notch.
came out, I'm like, this is it. This
Yes.
is the Spider-Man movie everyone's been waiting for.
Yeah.
I saw the midnight release of it.
Also,
It was
the
amazing.
MCU Spider-Man movies also really
They're
good.
really
Oh,
good.
yeah,
really good.
My
My-
brother had a lot of problems with the newest one, but I think it was really
My next door neighbor worked on the newest one. He did he was like one of the guys doing the visual effects on it.
That's
My
cool.
biggest problem with the newest one, the fight scene that's supposed to take place in a square in Prague is in Liberec.
I know
It's a
in
completely
Liberec.
different city.
I'm like, it's because the Liberec Square is tiny and the
And-
Prague Square is massive.
And okay, I'm gonna rant a little bit
That's
because
okay.
I
The
live
Festival
in
of
Prague.
Lights, is that what you're gonna
The
rant about?
Festival of Lights. It's not a real thing.
No,
well,
it's
okay.
It
So
kind of is, but it's not.
there is a festival of lights, but it's not what they show in the movie.
It's not like a Rio de Janeiro festival.
It's not.
Like
It's not a
showed in the
real
movie.
festival. It's a okay. So what they do? This is really cool. Look this up.
It's also really dank. Yeah.
They take a famous building in Prague. They set up a projector,
Is it
and then
the
they
museum,
design.
right?
Yeah, they did the museum.
They did the museum this last
time, but they set up a projector, and they make an animation with using the projector that goes over the front of the building, and it looks so cool every time, and it's set to music, and it's amazing. That's what the Light Festival is here. It's not a Rio de Janeiro walking around screaming type of festival.
I was so mad when that happened.
I was like, what? They said the famous Prague Lights Festival.
Oh, when they said that, I'm like, yes,
Yeah,
no,
that's
we
a
get some
good festival.
recognition. And
And
then they're
then-
like, woo. I'm like, what the frick?
Yeah, what is this? And then the square that they fought in isn't even in Prague.
Liberec.
Okay, rant over. Go,
And the Charles
Parker.
Bridge is never that empty. Never.
Yeah,
Not
never.
even at midnight. It's never that empty.
There's always someone on it.
At least 50 people at once.
All right, go.
All right, next up we have the 2020 Experience by Justin Timberlake. This is a
Mirrors.
okay.
That
It's
song.
not. It's not just mirrors. It is a 2 CD album that is just oh my
Are
gosh.
you playing Pokemon Go?
What?
Looks like you're playing Pokemon
I
Go.
don't play Pokemon Go.
It looks like
Oh my
Pokemon Go.
gosh.
I'm like, Jared, you playing Pokemon Go?
No, but back
Just
to-
sitting in your chair.
Back to the 2020
Back to the
experience.
2020 experience.
I used to listen to this with my dad a lot, like on the way to church and stuff. It's kind of weird. It's kind of weird listening to it on the way to church. Timberlake, no.
You're like, no.
But it's such a good album. It just reminds me of like my childhood. I love it so much. Yeah. Go listen to it. If you haven't listened to it, I don't know what the heck you've been doing with your life. Go listen to
I
it.
respect him for making like a 6-minute plus song.
Oh yes.
And it's a fantastic song. It's so good.
Speaking of 6-minute plus songs, can I rant about modern worship music?
Oh well,
Let's do the bridge one more time. One more time.
well, you see
listen
there's
to me.
oceans.
Listen to me. Listen to me.
There's
Listen to
oceans.
me. Listen to me. I was told that I was going to play at our youth group,
Oh, that was good.
right?
Yeah.
So our leader tells me, here's the songs we're going to play. I didn't know one of them, so I looked it up. It's 7.5 minutes.
Oh my God.
And I don't know it, which means I have to listen to it multiple times. A 7.5 minute song just to know all the parts. This is a shorter rant. Go.
If you know anything about worship music, you know the song Oceans. You know there's the quick 7-minute version, and then
And then there's the full version.
And
No,
then
no,
the
no,
extended
and then-
13-minute version.
but then you
So
get
minimized.
but then you get to the worship night 2.5 hour version where people are speaking
All
in
they
tongues
play
and people
is
are
Oceans.
Yeah, but
That's
then-
the only song they play.
but then you get to like the giant concert version of Oceans, which is 10.5 hours long. And everybody's just sitting there crying on the floor, and you're standing there like, what am I doing with my life?
Yeah.
I cannot stand modern worship music. That's
Yeah.
a different conversation.
Very different rant. After we finish with the album
My
discussion,
last album, Nothing But the Best, Frank Sinatra.
Oh,
I will listen to
I
Frank
respect
Sinatra
that.
any day of the week, anytime.
I respect Frank Sinatra.
I love
man.
jazz.
Frank Sinatra didn't write like any of his own music, but it's okay. He either
He is
covered
so
it, it was
talented.
written for him,
But he has
made
such
it
a
his
good
own.
voice.
He
He
made it
is
his
so
own.
talented.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It's like Johnny Cash. Hurt, he didn't write it. It was a cover, but he made it his own.
Yes, his voice just sounds so great. Nothing more to be said about it. Frank Sinatra, nothing but the best.
Amen.
Okay, now on to my
Jared.
honorable mentions.
Sure.
First honorable mention is "Talking Is Hard" by Walk the Moon.
I like Walk the Moon.
Yes, it is the album with "Shut Up and Dance."
It's fun to dance to, but
No,
I
it's
hate it
not.
as a song.
That song got me hooked on that album. That
Okay.
album is so it's really good. It's really catchy, except for "Come Under the Covers." That one's kind of weird. But
Even just hearing it sounds kind of weird.
yeah, even just the title that's what it's called. Even the title just sounds weird. But the album is really good. I really like it. Second honorable mention is "Babel" by Mumford & Sons.
Oh my gosh, that album.
"Hopeless Wanderer" is
That song brings me to tears.
that song alone gets that album put in my honorable mentions.
The line where he says, "When I lose my head, I lose my spine."
Yeah.
I get shivers. I'm like,
yeah.
That line is so good.
Listen to that album, so good. Also, "The Cave" by Mumford & Sons, good song.
And "I Will Wait."
I Will Wait is
the
a classic.
first Mumford & Sons song I ever heard.
Parker, why are you making a TikTok?
Parker, get on TikTok.
I'm promoting the podcast,
He's
bro.
a TikTok addict.
I'm promoting.
Okay, good.
That's good.
Promotion
good
work.
Good Porker. Good.
Third,
Porker.
I have 5 honorable mentions. I'm sorry.
Whoa.
But
Whoa.
Third
was
honorable
amazing.
mention is "Victorious" by Skillet.
Yes.
Great hard rock album.
Seeing that live.
Legend.
Oh,
it was a good album to
was
see
a
live.
good- oh, yeah.
Sadly, I couldn't keep it on my top 10 albums because it just wasn't quite there
Some
for me.
things get kicked out. Yeah.
And my fourth honorable mention is "Hybrid Theory" by Linkin Park.
Linkin Park.
I really like Linkin Park, and that album has so many classics.
So sad.
It's so sad, but so good. And that song, that album, and that song is what put it on the honorable mentions.
Number 15.
Number 15.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce. And now we're just being really bad memers. My fifth and final honorable mention is "Real Emotion" by Paper Route. Okay, Paper Route is my favorite band. My favorite band
I can testify to that.
of all time.
I can testify to something
I've told Peyton this multiple times. My favorite band. This album is really good, but it wasn't my favorite album of theirs, and I have another album of theirs on my list, and since there's no repeat artists, I had to put it in honorable mentions. But it has some good classics like "Chariots," really good song. "Mona Lisa," really good song. Yeah. Let's see. Okay, number 10.
Burger King foot lettuce.
So
I think the chills and the impression of I don't know his other channel's top 15. I know him from Chills.
Yeah.
The impression of his voice is so easy to do. It's so funny.
But I actually pull it off pretty well. I'm surprised.
Number 15. I can't even.
Number 15, Burger King foot lettuce.
The last thing you want.
Yeah, we're gonna get copyrighted by Reddit.
We're gonna get copyrighted by @DylanIsChillin' YT. He always says that in his videos.
Dylan is chillin' YT. So number 10 is so good. So good. 22 A Million by Bon Iver. If you've never heard of Bon Iver, what are you doing with your life? What are you doing? Because this album, he talks about religion and how he grew up with it, but now he doesn't believe in it because of how oppressive it is, which of course I don't agree with, but I agree that it's an actual issue that can be a thing.
Can I bring up that the number 15 guy has a mixtape called the Number 15 Mixtape?
Oh no.
I don't like that.
And I'm rapping on the beat. And that's how we do it. I'm rapping on the beat. I got lettuce on my feet, and I'm going to Burger King, so I get foot fungus.
He has a song called Number 15 Foot Lettuce Trap Remix.
Okay, you know what? I'm changing all of my top 10 albums to this. Just number 15 mixtape. Number 10, number 15 mixtape. Number 9, number 15 mixtape. Number 8, okay.
Wow.
So 10 is 22 A Million by Bon Iver. Number 9 is The Narrative Expanded by Shil Baraka. That guy's got bars. Let me tell you, that guy's got bars. It's a really good album. It's about civil rights for black people, and it's
is that the one that you were playing?
Yeah.
Really good.
We basically
So good.
listened to all these albums before we recorded. We just kind of were playing.
Yeah, we kind of just played music before we recorded, and most of these albums were on there. 8 is Locos Only by Tiny Meat Gang.
TMG!
It's their only full-length albums, so it's
Where's
kind of
the other
only
one, huh?
It's kind of the only one that I could put on there, but it's so good. They're comedy rappers, but they do really well. Noel's got flow. Cody is okay.
Cody
no,
is the
Cody's great.
best.
Cody's great. Noel has got some bars.
And Diamond Pistols.
Yeah,
You're
listen.
a great producer.
Very great producer. And Spock. Shout out to Spock.
Oh, Spock.
So yeah, Locals Only by Tiny Meat Gang. Drip is my favorite song on there. Listen to that. Number 7 is I had to put a Beatles album on here.
Oh yes,
yes.
sir.
Because
Yes,
I love the Beatles.
Sir.
It is Abbey Road.
Okay.
Just
love
because
that
it's such a
It's
classic.
iconic.
It is a little bit overplayed, but it's such a classic. Octopus's Garden. My mind went blank. Octopus's Garden. Here Comes the Sun. Maxwell's Silver Hammer. Bunch of great songs on there. Let's see. Number 6 is Robot Face by Caravan Palace.
I love Caravan Palace.
Now, it's not actually called Robot Face. The album is just, like, the name of it is just a robot face made out of, like, ASCII signs, like that. so, on the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just called Robot Face for the ease of remembering what the heck it's called. But it's a really good album. They make electro swing, one of my favorite genres, and Caravan Palace is the pinnacle of electro swing, and Robot Face is a really good album. Number 5 is, okay, this one I've known for a long time. I've listened to it for a long time. Listened to it first in like 5th grade when I was in America. It's Eye on It by Toby Mac.
Toby Mac, I respect that.
Such
Oh, gosh,
such a
Toby
classic
Mac.
album. See, the songs
my childhood.
are pretty okay. I like the songs. The thing that gets me about this album is I've got so much history with this album. So many memories with it.
Dude, same.
So-
So much music I listen to now is because my family or my brothers put me onto it when I was like 5 or 6.
Yeah.
I listened to Slipknot when I was 6. So I've been listening to Slipknot for 10 years.
Nice, yeah.
My oldest brother was like, here, listen to this music. And I'm like, holy crap, this is what I've been missing.
But yeah, Eye on It, really good. It's probably one of his best albums. I'm not sure I like much of his new stuff, but also big rest in peace to his son.
Oh, yeah, that was so sad
That
when
was
I found that out.
so
That was just a
depressing.
few months ago. It was like in November.
Yeah,
So
it was
sad.
really. And the song he released from it is really good. I almost cried when I was listening to it because it's so
It is
heartfelt.
so emotional. It is. It's really sad.
Anyway, moving on.
It's up there with Eric Clapton's song about his son who fell out of a window and died.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
so sad.
Number 4. This is okay. Peyton already had this on his list. American Idiot by Green Day.
It's so good.
It's
I
so-
think it's on the same place. I think both of ours is number 4.
Yours is number 3.
Oh yeah, because
You had it
In
slightly
Rainbows
higher.
is number 4.
Yeah. American Idiot is such
I
a good album.
don't understand what it is.
I-
Jesus of Suburbia is the greatest punk
That-
song
okay.
ever written.
This is one of the few albums that I can listen to in one sitting and enjoy every second of it.
So
Every
good.
second of it. It's so good. Anyway, enough of that because we already talked about that.
Yeah, I've talked about that one.
Number 3 is Regional at Best by 21 Pilots.
Yes! It's so good!
So, Regional at Best is actually their album that was kind of lost in time.
It was technically never officially released. 'cause
Never
they weren't
technically
signed.
Yeah. So, some of the audio quality is not that great because it's kind of just ripped from, wherever they could find it. But the songwriting on that album is so
The
good.
lyrics.
Kitchen Sink.
Oh my gosh. Kitchen Sink, don't even
That's
get started.
so a lot of the songs on Regional at
The
Best
ending
are on
makes me
Vessels.
cry.
So
It's just Vessel, by the way.
frick. It's on Vessel.
I'm gonna correct
It's
you.
on most of the songs at Regional at Best are on Vessel.
Yeah.
The only song that I think is better on Vessel is Car Radio.
Or Ode to Sleep. I like the new Ode to Sleep better than the old one.
I don't know. I really like
The old one is good, but the new one, I think it's the quality that gets me.
Well, yeah, the quality obviously, but I really like the songwriting on Regional at Best. And the only reason I didn't put Vessel on there, but I put Regional at Best, is because of Kitchen Sink.
The ending almost
That
gets me cry.
song gets me in some sort of mood. I don't know. It's amazing.
When I'm done with the song, I'm going to listen to it again.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
I'm like, I just for the ending, because it builds up
The
perfectly.
build up is
It was like the beginning of his screams. It's like when he started screaming.
Yeah.
Actually, no, he screams a lot.
also
on
his
South
brother's
Park, so
rap
funny.
is pretty interesting.
Oh, it's so good because it's like not the same style of rap that Tyler does. We're geeking out over here. Parker's just like, I'm listening.
I'm gonna be honest. I do not listen to 21 Pilots.
That's
fine.
okay. I respect
That's fine.
that. I respect that.
There's sometimes when
I
I'm
don't
like,
listen to NF. I don't like NF.
I've started to not like some of his music because it's just.
It's all sounding the same.
Yeah, he's a wannabe Eminem.
I know. I won 2 tickets to an NF show in Prague.
Yeah, you told
from
me.
a karaoke contest. But at the time, I didn't know who he was, so I sold him to a friend 20 minutes later.
Nice.
But it was like face value, so it's not like I went any cheaper. I was like, what they're worth, I'll sell them to you for. So I made like $30.
Not bad.
Yeah, number 3, Regional at Best by 21 Pilots. Number 2, Now Not Yet by Half Alive.
Oh!
I just... You good there, Peyton?
That album,
It's
I
so...
don't know what it is. It's like jazz, but it's not.
It's jazz pop.
They're definitely jazz-trained musicians.
It's Jop.
It's Jop. It's
Janis,
J-pop.
Janis Joplin.
Oh, J-pop is Japanese pop.
Yeah, no, J-pop is
Janis
not.
Joplin.
Janis Joplin.
I know, you said Janus.
No, I said Janis.
Oh,
I swear I
thought you
said Janis.
Janus. That's the name of the episode, Janis Joplin.
Oh, no. Number 2, Now Not Yet by Half Alive. We've already talked about that a little bit.
Yeah.
It's really good. Number 1, by my favorite band, Paper Root, because of this album, Piece of Wild Things.
Yep, you showed me this one. This one's good.
This one, 10-track album. What is it with 10-track albums?
Perfect length. It's the perfect length.
But the whole thing is a trip. And when I was introduced to it, the person that introduced me to it actually explained every song as it came on. So just having that little background information just made it so much better.
Yeah, because otherwise you don't understand the lyrics so much.
Paper Root's songwriting is not really that odd. Like they don't add a lot of stuff to their chords.
Not super experimental,
but their instrumentation is so unique.
It's like the Brobecks. They don't do like F-sharp diminished. No, it's like basic chords, but the way they do it is so different that I'm like, it's not like every other pop song where it's like, oh, they all sound the same. It's all G, C, A minor, F. Like every ukulele song is C, G, A minor, F. That's my rant about pop music.
So yeah, that's number 1. Piece of Wild Things by Paper Root. I really recommend you listen to it. Please listen to it because Paper Root has an indefinite hiatus right now, and I'm really sad.
That is really sad, actually.
And I didn't even know about it. I didn't even know about Paper Root until they had already
taken a hiatus.
They had already taken a hiatus, and now I'm sad because I'll never get to see them live.
Blink-182, it took like a 10-year hiatus, and they're back together.
Yeah, I hope they get back together because they're so good.
But then their singer left to go hunt UFOs. True
What?
story.
What?
Blink-182 singer, the original singer, the guy who sang First Date, he's the original singer. They went on the hiatus because there was beef between the singer and the bassist. And then Travis Barker, the drummer, was in a really bad plane crash that basically burned the skin off his legs.
Yikes, move.
And so they kind of buried the hatchet at like his bedside in the hospital. And so they got back together. They released a new album. It's probably my favorite Blink album, which is really controversial because it's not Blink sounding, but it's just a great album. It's called Neighborhood or Neighborhoods. But then after that album, they did an EP, which is great. And then the singer left the band to go hunt UFOs because he believes aliens exist and the government is hiding stuff. He even wrote a song called Aliens Exist for Blink-182.
Interesting.
It's on Enema of the State, yeah.
So,
fun facts for the day.
Yeah. And then, my favorite song, Constantinople by The Residents.
Hey! Whoa! Shout out to The Residents!
Okay, if you don't know The Residents,
you don't know The Residents. I'm telling you right now, you don't know The Residents.
And if anybody who listens to this does happen to know The Residents,
respect. I love you.
Big respect.
Will you marry me?
If you're a woman, please marry both of us.
Not even if you're a woman. If you know The Residents, marry me.
Whoa.
Okay, wait a minute.
On that note, we're gonna take a break now because I have to pee.
Yeah, this is gonna be a longer episode.
I have to pee.
All right,
Hit that FIRP cut.
and we're back.
Welcome back. I don't want any nuts, thank you.
Oh man.
Parker's got some peanuts, but you can't chew them on
He's
our
got
podcast.
some what?
He's got some peanuts.
I always hate saying the word peanuts because if I say it too fast,
Peanut?
I get some
Peanuts?
No, well.
Anyway, moving
Anyway,
on.
so yeah, what were we gonna talk about now?
Let's talk about potatoes for a second.
Okay.
You know,
Enlighten us.
They have eyes and they have skin, but they're not alive.
There's this filter
they're
on Instagram
fools.
that I've been using, and it's like one of those funny like like the ones that like guess what Harry Potter thing you are or whatever.
Hate
But it's one
those.
with potatoes. Like what type of potato are you,
I'm a sweet potato.
bro? Sweet potato fries are amazing.
I didn't really like sweet potatoes. I don't
Dude,
really like sweet potatoes.
Sweet potatoes, like a baked sweet potato casserole with like the marshmallows and cinnamon on top, sweet potato
Always wanted to
fries.
just bite into a potato.
Speaking of those like Instagram filters that like what sort of thing I am or whatever, I did one of those and it's what I'm gonna be in 2020.
Oh yeah, I saw that
And
one.
I did. It was like depressed or something like that.
And you're just like, oh, of course.
I was like, ha, yeah, of course.
Well,
No,
we
it said
must-
single. It said I'm gonna
Oh,
be
yeah.
single, and I was like, ha, nice.
We're 3 months in. And Australia burned down. Then
okay, wait a minute.
Then it flooded. Juice WRLD died. Kobe Bryant died. World War III almost happened. Like, what the heck is next, man?
Yeah.
Jesus gonna come back.
Coronavirus.
Coronavirus.
I
Okay.
hope Jesus comes back, please.
Yeah.
But
Hey Jesus,
please.
if you're listening out there, I wish we know
He's
you.
always
if
listening.
he's a FIRP listener,
He's always listening.
Shout out to Jesus. He's our
Shout out
biggest
to
fan.
Jesus.
I'm his biggest fan. It's like a mutual fan relationship.
No, I'm his biggest fan.
I'm his biggest fan.
I'm
dude.
his biggest fan.
I'm his biggest fan.
I'm his biggest fan.
Let's see. Let's see
Wait,
if
I
you can
thought the
say the
Pope was-
Lord's Prayer fastest.
I'll probably run down how the name. Like, can you come like we don't know?
I can say it in German, dude.
Oh,
Fight me.
that's there!
Fight me.
Can you
Fight
say
me,
it?
bro.
Can you say
Yes.
it in Frick? What's the language? The one that no one speaks anymore.
Check.
Latin?
Latin, yeah. I'm like, what's the dead language? Czech.
No, but I do
Czech
know.
population went
I
up.
do. I do know an exorcism in Latin.
Vater unser im Himmel, geheiligt werde dein Name,
Ich bin
dein
ein
Reich komme.
Berliner. It doesn't even make any sense anymore.
Shut up!
Berliner doesn't make any sense anymore.
Yeah,
It's not called a Berliner anymore. It's
no,
old German.
it's not.
Old German.
It's old German.
Yes, it is.
The
We should talk about the States.
States?
We are all from the States, but we don't live there.
Nope.
The most recent, out of all of us, the person who's lived there the longest has been Porker.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Porker.
Mr. Porker Pig.
Well, let me tell you something about the States.
Tell us about the States.
Moving from America to Europe
I don't remember what that was like, so.
Nope.
please
has
tell
been
me.
the greatest experience in my life.
I was like 3, so.
Here's the reason why. America, you have crap tons of people driving in cars, road rage. Here in Prague, there's none of that. You're just on a tram. You're on a bus. You're on the metro. You can go wherever you want. Like all you have to-
Whenever you want.
dude. And then in America, like it's not safe, and like Prague is super safe.
Prague
Like,
is the 7th safest country, if I remember correctly.
Prague is not a country. Prague is a city.
Correct! Czech Republic is the 7th safest country.
Vessels.
Vessels. My mistake is worse.
Here's the thing.
England is my city.
I'm like, who wrote that? Jake Paul definitely wrote that.
Nick
It's
Crompton wrote that.
everyday, bro. With
the Disney Channel flow.
5 mil on YouTube.
And
in
this
6
is where we
months,
get copyright
never done
strike.
before.
Jake
We're not
Paul-
even monetizing this, so we can't really get copyrighted.
It's true.
So
No, but I do not miss America at all. Like my family, yeah, I miss them. Food,
Some fast food there. Really
I
good.
miss Chick-fil-A and Whataburger. That's it.
Oh, Whataburger, those sellouts.
Oh,
Five Guys though.
Oh,
Five
Can we
Guys.
Five
talk about
No,
Five
Can we,
Guys?
no, can we talk about
Yeah.
Five Guys bag fries?
Wait. Here, put it back on.
Wait. Nut.
I was gonna step on it.
Let's talk about the bag fries from Five Guys, okay? They load your cup so full of fries in the bag, and then they take a little carton and dump it in the bag.
Yep.
Five Guys does the most.
And free peanuts. So
Free
true.
nut.
okay.
Okay, moving on.
Anyway, so
They have the strangest root beer flavors in the world. I
Five
went
Guys?
there. Yeah, I
Well,
went
no,
there.
it's not just Five Guys. It's the machine.
Yeah.
those machines,
Coca-Cola Free Flow or whatever.
those machines are really
They
interesting
had,
because you
like,
can mix and match any flavor you
Orange,
want.
strawberry,
Yeah.
You see,
raspberry, creamy.
when they
I'm
first
like,
came out, I knew like the code on the screen where you get water. There was 3 places that you touched to get into like the menu, like the actual like owner's menu, and I could get into it. And they updated like the software, and I couldn't get into it again. But I used to know how to get into it and like shut off different flavors. I thought I was so cool.
That's
Thing.
weird.
Yeah, it happens.
Also, Dave and Buster's, really
Ooh.
fun. I think when we go back to America, we need to go to Dave and Buster's.
Dave Buster's, yeah, all 3 of us.
Yeah. Are you gonna be there in the summer?
Maybe there's
I'll be there for like a week or two.
Maybe
When?
Go.
It depends on football, because
What
my
part-
football
what part of
season
the States?
depends.
Well-
Texas probably.
If it's in August, then we might have a chance.
Yeah, it'll be in
We
August.
should go to
Okay.
one in Frisco. That's like the center point where both of us
We need
are
to.
gonna live.
Yeah, we need to
Yeah.
go.
Even in like McKinney, I'm
Wait.
in Waco, so it's
Most likely going to McKinney.
Mhm.
I hope.
Let's see how
I
far
pray to the Lord that I go to McKinney.
Houston to Frisco.
like Houston. Oh my gosh,
Jeez.
that's a long drive.
Yeah.
I think you're looking at like 6
Houston
hours.
to Dallas is like 4 hours.
Oh,
away.
Frisco is
it's
right
four-
above
it's 4
Dallas.
hours,
Is it 4
yeah.
hours?
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's right above Dallas.
Dave and Buster's. It's really fun.
It-
Okay, Dave and
It's the
Buster's.
adult Chuck E. Cheese.
I told my friend this in the States, but next time I go to a Dave and Buster's, they have an acoustic guitar. A Dave and Buster's acoustic guitar.
It probably sounds
It's
really bad.
It's probably really bad,
But it'd be cool.
but I'm gonna grind Subway Surfers and get that acoustic guitar. I will. I will.
We'll help you out. We'll give you all of our tickets.
Yes.
And then we should all sign it, and
Yes.
we'll hang it in our studio.
Yes.
Heck yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a good idea. This is our pact now.
Mm-hmm. Our pact is to get the acoustic
And
guitar.
let me get the knife. We can blood swear it.
I can
We
introduce.
all have to lick each other's tongues. I still have bronchitis, by the way.
Coronavirus, don't spread it.
Don't touch your
Wash your hands.
Don't touch your face.
Don't touch your rivers.
They say as they touch their face.
I think they got that far.
Worker.
Worker.
I mean, they can't see it, so.
That's true. They also can't see your TikTok addiction.
I do not have a TikTok addiction.
Picks up his phone.
I don't have a TikTok. Oh, what's this?
Let me just hit renegade on y'all real quick.
You just pulled up TikTok. What are you?
But here's the thing.
What's wrong with you, son?
Here's the thing about TikTok. It's a movement. It is actually a movement. You can get so famous for doing the dumbest crap. Let me tell you. Let me tell you.
Buckets.
Whoa!
Hey!
My first TikTok got almost 10,000 views
a
for
lot.
me just standing there and pointing at text on the screen.
My most viewed video on YouTube has
27,000.
No, I think it's 40,000.
You have a YouTube channel?
Yes. I'm not telling anyone.
Yeah,
what it's
no,
called.
don't
I'm not
say
telling-
it.
I didn't even tell Hannah what it was called.
Whoa,
'Cause she has a YouTube channel, and I was like, yeah, I have one too. She's telling
I
me how
saw
many views
her
she
YouTube
has,
channel.
and I was
Is
like,
she good?
yeah.
What does she make
vlogs.
videos
She does
of? Oh,
vlogs
okay.
and stuff. And she was like, telling me how many. Actually, her video just popped up in my recommended.
Yeah, there it is.
Is it the share?
No, it's smoothie stuff. Oh, it's Elijah, my dude, and it's her mom.
Oh
And her mom has really cool tattoos. Like honestly, her family has really cool tattoos. Let me go to my channel. I'm not gonna say what it's called, but I have a lot of views. I'm not flexing. It's just true.
There it is. I found it. This guy.
41,000.
What's
My
it about?
second most viewed.
Don't even say what it is because that could get
Yeah.
somebody looking it up.
My
It's
second
this
most
one.
viewed has 39,000. No, my most viewed is this one.
Also, weren't you editing a video to put?
Yeah,
Oh,
it was
man.
gonna be a different channel. Maybe it was gonna be this one. I haven't figured it out yet.
But
I'm
your
working on a comeback. Kind
your
of.
old video, the announcement. I'm in a band. That's our band.
That was our band, yeah.
This is Peyton when he first joined the band. This.
First joined the band when I first
You made the
created
band.
the band.
Okay.
I'm the founding member.
I just want to hear.
my voice.
Just.
Hey guys, it's Darren 07 here with
Dude.
Oh wait. He said.
I
it-
don't even care anymore. Look it up. I'm
see-
not gonna say the name again, but if you caught it, look
I
it
think.
up.
Yeah. Go
Wow,
back
look
and
at-
see if you can catch it.
163 subscribers.
But this.
My subscribers went up after I
This-
stopped posting.
What do y'all think?
This.
Let me demonstrate.
Allow me to demonstrate. I'm such an intellectual. Look at that
Alright,
shirt.
so I got like a 13.5-inch bass drum,
13
a
and a half.
14-inch
I didn't know how
snare,
to count.
like a 12-inch tom, got
Cool
a
stick
Like
trick.
a, like a, like a, like a.
like a sizzle China
A
guy
sizzle
right
China.
there, and I
That's what they
listen
call
to
me.
play.
Sizzle China.
Is that your rap name?
Sizzle China. Listen to my drumming skills.
This is really bad.
It was bad on purpose, but like, I wasn't much better than that.
Also, he has drums lying on the ground here.
Yeah, it was like a quote-unquote joke, but it was not executed well.
What a guy.
I was
Okay,
really bad at drumming.
his
back
one
then.
other video, he goes, I'm actually pretty good at drumming.
I say, I'm humble about it. I say older people say I'm
Okay.
good at drumming.
I
I don't toot my
I need to
horn,
play this
But I
clip.
suck. Holy crap, I suck. That's the sexy music.
Also, I need you.
that green screen though,
Hi guys,
right?
Darren 07
actually
here,
pretty
like I said.
Oh, they said it
I
again.
said it again.
Now, I'm not the best
Humble boy.
All my friends who some are older, some younger, think I'm really good, and adults
so
think
tiny.
really good.
He's so
I
tiny.
am really tiny. This was
What a chunk.
2016,
years.
2017.
Okay. Okay.
So
Just wait until he starts drumming.
So this
'Cause
is
he's
3
like-
years ago. Would you say now I'm a good drummer?
Oh yeah.
I
Oh
would
yeah.
say I'm a good drummer. I've been playing for almost a decade. This I've been playing
You have
for
a Star-Lord
6 years.
jacket.
Okay. Wait.
Dude, I was so proud when I got that. I
wanna
went to a
see-
Comic-Con and I dressed up as Star-Lord. I was really impressed.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Now he's
okay.
getting on the drum set. I want to hear what this sounds like because
bad.
it's really not on time.
It's really so bad. Here, I can count the tempo when it starts, and you can see how off I get. Here we go. And I won't stop talking. Oh, it's music.
And
I
we
was
can't even
writing.
hear you because you're
know.
across the room.
I was using the computer mic.
Yeah.
I didn't have a mic at the time. So intellectual. Here we go.
Alright, so
All right, so here we go. I don't worry about the.
it's gonna cut in a few seconds,
Okay.
so don't worry about like
There it
turning
is.
down the thing. It's
Wait.
gonna
Almost back on it.
Now it's completely off.
I'm so bad at it, and I break a stick. That's what drop it. So, if you go back, if you can pause it now. If you go and listen to our album Badges, listen to the song Noose. That probably best portrays my drumming
yeah, for
currently
sure.
at the ending.
Whenever I want to brag about you as a drummer, I play
Show
Noose.
the end of Noose, yeah.
Yeah.
The new album, I play a lot more drums, like different beats and stuff.
S&P?
What?
S&P?
Oh, Salt and Pepper? I'll say the name.
Okay,
We have a song
yeah.
called Salt and Pepper, and it's a really jazzy song, and I do some cool drum stuff in there.
The drum stops in there are the
Oh,
best.
the concept stuff is good.
Um,
The usage of like silence in music is one of the greatest inventions
No.
of all time.
There's a quote about that. I forget what it is. The thing that makes a song most musical is the rests in between or something like that. I forget who said that.
The use of silence is perfect. Like,
Oh, yeah.
if you don't know what to do with your song, add silence in there.
Add a rest.
Yeah, just go whoop,
Take
and
it.
then back in.
Take a rest. Take a rest.
Take a
You
rest.
see,
Um,
my
Rest is
grandfather,
the
my grandfather is a musician. He was in a college marching band at LSU, right? His band director did this thing called the freeze step, and in the middle of their march and their performance on the field, it would just stop for like 3 seconds. Everything would freeze, and they pick right back up where they left off, and it sounds amazing.
Dude, silence is great. Like the movie A Quiet Place.
Oh,
The usage of
the usage
sound
of
in that
no
movie
music? Yeah.
is beautiful. And The Witch. The Witch is another horror movie, and the
haven't
usage
seen
of
that one.
sound, it is really good. It's probably one of the best horror movies ever made.
Yeah.
But the usage of sound, I can't understand the thing they're saying because it's like old English, like British English, but they're in America. It's right after the American Revolution.
Yep.
And so it was it was actually before the American Revolution. It was the Pilgrims, I think. So it was old English, and so I can't understand a word they're saying. But it's such a good movie. The usage of sound is so good. It's great.
I really like A Quiet Place.
Quiet Place, and this,
I-
I'm really excited for the sequel because it's got
I love-
Cillian Murphy.
I love John Krasinski,
Oh well, he's a great director.
and A Quiet Place just perfectly encompasses all of his stuff.
You know,
Um,
I saw something about John Krasinski today. I don't remember, I can't find it, but he just graduated from an Ivy League school, I think. He got like his doctorate or something, master's. or
props to
something.
John Krasinski.
Dude, he's a genius and he's massive.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's a
He
whole
started
man.
as a really thin, tall guy in the office. Now he's a jacked, I don't even director, actor.
He
He's
looks like a
massive.
lumberjack.
Dude, he does. He does look like a lumberjack, and he's married to Emily Blunt.
And
Like
okay,
he's made it in life.
so if you look at Jim from The Office, if I make the same sort of look at the camera, shrug face, I look a lot like him.
Yeah, because we had Celebrity Day, like dress up day last week at school for Spirit Day. Jared dressed up as John Krasinski. And I was like, he did the shrug
Right?
thing. I'm like, wow,
Wow,
wow.
wow. Yeah.
Let's talk about
Um,
The Office. Let's talk about.
The Office. Okay.
The Office is
I
I
love-
started The Office.
I love The Office.
I loved it at the beginning. I got to season 7 and I quit because I
Yep.
got so bored of it. And because, spoiler alert, Michael Scott left.
Yep.
Steve Carell. I'm like, it's not fun anymore. He was
Yeah.
the best character. Season 1 version of him was better, but they couldn't continue because he was so mean, so they made him more childlike in the
Yeah,
next season.
which I mean, I think that's fine.
But he was really racist in the first season.
Oh, very.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
so funny. I
Okay.
love that show.
It's It's really good.
My sister, for like 3 years, I told her to watch The Office, and she said no because she thought it was stupid or something. She gets to college, and some dude tells her to watch The Office, and she's like, okay, sure, whatever. I'm like, I've been telling you this for so many years.
It's different with guys.
I'm a guy.
But
you're
her
brother.
it's different.
Trust me on this.
You don't
Parker.
understand one. No, I'm joking.
Jared, how would you know? You're an only child.
That's why I know so much because I have an outside perspective
I'm
with
his
no
brother.
bias.
I tell him everything he needs to know. I introduced him to Half Alive. So.
Yeah.
Did I introduce you to I don't know how as
Yes.
well? Yeah.
You very
Basically,
much did.
all the music that we take inspiration from, I was just like, hey, listen to this song.
And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, good stuff.
I think we should play an improv game.
We want to do a one word game? We tell
Yeah.
stories,
one word story.
So you know how to play this game?
You just say one word and you keep going around?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, start.
Go ahead.
One.
2. No, I'm joking.
Alright, one.
Day.
There
Was.
A.
person
Hoomst.
Dropped.
a
Enormous.
Duck.
this
A enormous.
enormous.
I'm English 1.
this
Perplexed.
The.
FBI
Because.
The.
duck
Appeared.
Then.
what
Disappeared.
appeared then disappeared.
However.
The.
Duck
Sat.
Upon.
a
Squamous cell.
Oh, what? Going to say,
He sat upon a squamous cell.
a squamous cell.
Yes.
2 words.
That's one word.
Shout out to
There's a
anatomy
hyphen.
people
There's
out there.
a hyphen. Yeah.
A squamous cell.
There's no hyphen, but okay.
Yes, there is.
Just say a cell. He sat upon a cell.
A cell.
A cell. Basically, we all sit upon cells.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it depends on how you take it. It could be taken like a cell.
Wait.
a person's cell.
He
Okay.
sat upon a cell phone.
Boom. A cell phone.
Hey.
He sat upon a cell phone.
Then
It.
Pooped.
very
Fastly.
Is that? Can you use that word? Would it be quickly?
quickly.
Okay.
You can't use fastly. Is fastly a word? I don't think fast. Just imagine the. It just zooms by like what the.
Fine. Quickly.
Fast.
Incidents.
It pooped quickly. The.
And
No.
The.
duck.
8.
You good?
A.
Squamous cell.
Which.
which
It's a witch.
which
Made
the
Man.
angry.
yes.
I think that's it.
Furthermore.
It made him angry. Yes. Furthermore, ducks.
Aren't
Adequate.
Quack.
Amen.
This is why we do improv games because they're funnier than anything we
Alright.
could come up with.
Do we want to stop now or want to keep going? It's been over an hour.
I was thinking we do
I'm getting hungry though.
I was thinking we do.
I'm
an hour and
Parker,
a
nice to
half,
meet you.
But
You're porker.
I'm
Okay.
Porker.
We can eat him.
okay,
Goes out.
let's do one word story,
Alright, we'll
Okay.
do one
and then
more.
we'll finish
If
up.
you guys like this, let us know in the comments.
It
We'll
could be
do
a
it again.
segment.
Yeah,
It
could be a segment.
Like unlike Leather with Peyton.
Also-
That's not happening again.
Also, we want to invite Parker back on the podcast.
Yeah.
Whip.
We're also gonna try to get another one of our friends on here. He opened up for us at
Yes,
our
bro.
concert.
He is so good.
He's
Bro,
a Czech rapper.
yeah.
And he's
I'm
insane.
depressed. He's going to South Africa next year.
Mhm,
Yeah.
he's going
Everybody's
for a year.
leaving me.
I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
I feel bad about it.
if-
I'll be back for your graduation.
Yeah, look
I'm
up
trying to come back for
JQ.
your
Look up
graduation.
JQ.
JQ, Poor
on
Galaxy.
SoundCloud.
Or
on
Galaxy.
SoundCloud.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
It's so good.
He's a Czech rapper. I don't know what he says. I can
But I
understand
know
a little
it's
bit.
good.
Yes.
He's got flow.
Yeah,
Let me
his
tell you
tracks are insane.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
I'm actually supposed to produce for him soon.
Oh, really?
Yes, sir.
Dang. So, let's start another one-word story. This time, the first word will be one.
Check.
Man,
Was
Eating.
Eaton,
Eating.
eating beer.
That's
How?
He
rolls.
he was eating beer. That's how he rolls. End of sentence.
Henceforth.
What's with you and fastly to furthermore, henceforth.
Henceforth.
um,
How would you? What the heck even is henceforth?
henceforth,
It's a transition word. Like if you're writing an
No, I
essay,
know.
like
Okay.
however, therefore, furthermore.
Henceforth.
he
Ate.
Another.
beer.
That's
How
That's why.
he.
rolls.
Oh, it's gotta be in there. It's gotta be in there. That's how he rolls. That's why he rolls.
Okay, Parker.
Rolling.
Rolling. Rolling.
Down
The
Boulevard.
was
very
Entertaining.
rolling down the boulevard is very entertaining. Completely different subject. For
he
Tried.
the
beer.
for he tried the beer.
On.
What?
On.
The
Car?
on the car.
I don't know.
He's drinking on
He's
the
rolling
car.
down the boulevard, and then he
Drinking
tries to
beer.
drink beer.
Okay,
He's
just
drinking
drink
and
beer, but
driving.
they know not to drink and
Yeah,
drive.
no,
I
no. Don't
think
drink and drive, kids.
No, I don't think
Keep
you've ever.
going.
I've never seen a
Um,
Czech drinking and driving accident.
In the
You're
on
too
the
smart.
car.
That's the end of the sentence. So start of a new sentence.
Drinking beer in the car. That's how he rolls.
That's
how?
He.
rolls.
Hey.
This is like a poem almost.
This is a poem.
The poem of the Czech man.
That's how he rolls.
That's how he rolls.
All right. So start new sentence.
His,
Mother.
Attracted.
him. wait. His mother attracted.
Oedipus.
No, his mother, comma, attracted to,
Ducks.
comma, his mother
Watched.
attracted to
Watched.
the
News.
About.
Duck.
So.
she
Rolled.
he's just like
It's rolling on the floor right now.
she's like, oh, it's a duck on the news.
It just rolls. Ducks.
She rolled ducks.
No, no, rolled.
Oh.
In sentence.
Okay.
Ducks.
Poop.
Fastly.
Because.
They
Fall.
Down.
into
The.
Void.
of
The.
Depression.
of the depression.
Of the depression.
I have no clue. I threw it on the.
Okay. Like, where did it go?
Okay. I think that's where we're gonna stop.
Where'd it go? Oh my god.
So Peyton was looking for his iPod. Parker said he threw it on my bed, but then he was actually using it. So while Peyton was looking for it, he was
I was
just
taking pictures of myself. Guys, I look sexier than a mug right now.
So guys,
Sexier than a
thank
bug.
you for tuning in to our longest episode of FIRP so far. FIRP, of course, standing for. You do one, Parker.
No, we should do one word
Oh,
Forever.
in rest peace.
I thought that too, but I wasn't gonna do that. Forever in real
Penance.
Amen, brother.
Amen.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace
Love you
out.